The Kansas City Chiefs have selected Dale Carter, defensive back, University of Tennessee.
So Dale Carter from Tennessee volunteers to become a member of the Kansas City Chiefs. They've drafted a couple Tennessee guys high up at wide receiver before, but at DB, they really project that secondary is getting a little bit long in the tooth, and that's why they made the move, and you like it.
They really had no choice, Chris. Their defensive secondary, like you say, Albert Lewis on the trading block, Kevin Ross, a good corner, but getting up there in age. You know the problem at safety. Here's a guy, Dale Carter, because of his 4.43 speed, can play safety or move the cornerback. And certainly at safety, you have to match up in coverage, man to man. He can do that. You see his ability as a kick return. This game was 3-0 at halftime against Florida. Tennessee leading. He took the opening kickoff of the second half, like 98 yards for a touchdown. He went on to win the game like 38-0. Here you come up to support the run, a guy very physical, intense player, great in man coverage as well, tremendously instinctive when playing the football. So here's a guy you're getting at 20, when in reality, in this draft, by a lot of clubs' estimations, he's a top 10 player. And I think Carl Peterson and his staff ecstatic right now.
The San Diego Chargers select Chris Mims, defensive end, University of Tennessee.
You could tell how quickly Paul Tagliabue moved up to the podium that was a short name. Mims. I got it, and it went right up to the podium. Chris Mims is an interesting story, Mel. He, after the season was over in Tennessee, went back to Los Angeles, with his agent or whatever, and there was some question with some teams as to, did he fall out of shape a little bit here in the spring? That's why some teams had him plummeting. Others definitely had him as a first-round pick. Obviously, San Diego saw the raw talent and wasn't scared off by the change.
I like the pick. You can never have enough good pass rushers, and San Diego needs to be generating some more pressure, and Chris Mims is the ultimate outside sack artist. He's 260, 265. People didn't think 3-4 teams did not feel he was a two-gap, 3-4 defensive end. But for the Chargers, it fit in well. I know Bobby Ross was very high on him, and you see a guy here just made plays. We talked about the guy opposite him, Chuck Smith. These guys are football players. There he is, number 93, bull rushing his way in, deflecting the ball away from Tommy Maddox. You can see him here stringing out the option, pursuing the play, recovering the fumble. Chris Mims, very active, very intense player who may be 260, but he plays bigger and he's productive. And you can't underestimate that at this point in the draft. A guy with his outside ability to get after the quarterback. The Chargers can throw him in with a guy like Grossman and the players they brought in